No! Cards down. Down for the count. Got it. Okay. Could just run an anticipate. Card's fine. Bluffs. Well, it says go with the colonnade. I don't know if I like colonnade in like a combo deck though. Oh no, we have colonnades on Moto. Like I could play colonnade. The issue is I wasn't able to get colonnades for the GP, so like I would be testing a card I'm just not gonna have for the GP. They're just really expensive, and the place that I was renting out of, by the way, read this if you haven't yet. It's called thanks for voting, guys. It's called sparedeck.com. Jeff talks about it all the time. And I checked it out, and it was sweet. And the issue was that they just don't have colonnades in stock. So, I'll run an academy. We could run an academy. It only gets back. I'm not running the engineered explosives right now. So, if we were going to run academy, I would absolutely want some number of engineered explosives. I also don't like tapping out to try to anemically punch my opponent and then they terminate it. Also, let me show you a match. Let me show you a match. Because I don't usually think that you guys listen, so I'd rather just show you a match. Okay, loss, win-win. I also probably need to go get something else to eat or something. This headache is awful. So, I'm going to show you 3 matches, briefly and brief, and we did just play this earlier, but I'm going to show you 3 matches in brief. This is specifically for you two guys, Your Money My Wallet and Apple Tunes, to see maybe why I'm not a huge fan of Colonnade. Now, he was playing the Nahiri combo as well. We'll learn that game 1, but he also was still jamming Colonnades in there. Now, it doesn't punish him game 1, but games 2 and 3, the Colonnades absolutely punish him, and they punish him hard. But we'll play this. You can also just beat somebody down with Snapcasters and burn Your Money My Wallet without having to tap virtually all of your lands to try to get an anemic attack with Colonnade. It's pretty good, Jin Master. How are you, my friend? I think there are plenty of variants of Blue-White Red that love Colonnade. Colonnade's great. Colonnade gives them something to do with their mana. We already have something to be doing with our mana, though. We can be adding counters to this and draining it. Like, we already kind of have things to be doing with our mana. I'm also running, like, things like Lighthouse. Like, I've already put things into the deck that we're doing with our mana. So we're going to go for Remand. He does mana leak this Remand, I do believe. Yeah. So he does stick the Nahiri. The rest of this game 1 just kind of comes down to us fighting over the Walker. And I think eventually he did combo her. He does eventually. Now, it sucks is we get our fusion off, right? We get our Beck fusion. And somebody said I should have just put in the Snapcaster, and I think maybe I should. Or I should have also just fired off a Helix there, but I decided not to. We try to get in here, he goes for... And this is... I'm going to pause it right here. I'm going to pause it right here. He just tapped how much mana against me? He has only 3 mana available, and he's trying to block a bird that's going after his Nahiri. And watch. I know we still lost this first game. We did win game 2 and 3. But, like, that's why I don't really like Colonnade right now in the current meta. We actually just... It's just rough. He does have the Spell Snare. We get in some hits on the Nahiri, which is nice. He didn't get to block any of them. Electrolyze is brutal. Now, let me stop this again for a second. Let me stop this again for a second. That right there is my problem with the main deck Nahiri Emrakul plan. Our opponent's graveyard is now empty. My opponent's deck, just like ours, is a 3 to 4 of Snapcaster Mage deck. He just shuffled all away all that goodness. Now, I'm not trying to judge my opponent for that because we sideboard into this plan too. We're trying it out. But that's kind of why I really don't like the Emrakul at all in this list. Like, my Snapcasters still have plenty of juice to target. His graveyard is empty now. But anyways, let's get back to the match. How do I feel about colonnades in the board? I don't like sideboarding cards. We also thought about sideboarding the Ancestrals. Appletoon says, I actually don't support the colonnade. I agree with you. I just want you to run it after mentioning how bad it was. I just want you to run it after mentioning how bad it is? No, it's not bad. Card is fantastic in the right archetype. I think the opponent, no offense, he is playing a combo variant of the deck. A lot of people, they're going to say, no, it's not. No, it's not. It's a control deck. Yes, it's a control deck first. Yes. The Nahiri Wumbo Combo Emrakul thing, and yeah, I'm trying it in my sideboard, but it is a control deck first. Okay, so maybe that's how you justify the colonnade. But it's really a combo deck second, and those are the kind of decks where I feel like his mana is better served elsewhere than like blocking with a colonnade. You know? You know when I like colonnade most? I like it when it's the very last game action you take in a game. Let me pause one more time here. No, let's just let it play out. I like Celestial when it's the very last game action I have to take. When they're at 3 or 4 life, and literally it's what walks across the finish line. I don't like... Let me pause him again. I don't like this colonnade again. This is so anemic. Look, he's done it again. He's got plenty of cards in his hand, but he is yet again trying to block a 1/1 bird. Let's let it play out, though. And I do lose game 1. You'll see. I just start drawing blank. There's another spell snare for my Helix. I counter this. I take out a Nahiri. Now, he has a second Nahiri. And that was where my mistake was, right there. Hang on a second. We could have won this first game. That was my mistake, right there. We know he has plenty of Mana Leaks, because for whatever reason that, you know, looks like he's just trying to play stock blue-eye red and then also throw in a whole bunch of main deck walkers. But typically, any main deck walkers that stock blue-eye red ran in the past was a Johnny. Now everybody's trying to jam Nahiri. We didn't have to play into that Mana Leak. And I think that if I hadn't used up that Snapcaster that way, we could have won this game. But anyways, we'll let it play out. And I mention that as I make that play. Alright, so let's let it play out. There's a colonnade attack. Also, so weird, right? Because now, like, if I had a Nahiri of my own or whatever, if he puts me on that, we could also just slam ours. So I don't really like that attack from the opponent. He goes for another one. This time I think I Cryptic bounced it. No, I just take it. No. We go for the odds ends. He counters it. Nope. We get it through. Since second colonnade answered. Still bird beats. What happened? I think he stuck a Nahiri? It was right here. Okay, so I think I missed a brain charge. That's what happened. I missed charging up my brain,